Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So in this video, we're going to see an example on how to use double angle formula. There are two types of question involving this topic. First, you can have finding some values using double angle formula or proving questions. So let's see the first example first. In this question, they gave you tan theta equals to 3/4 with theta as a reflex angle. Similar to what we did in the previous video, we do not find the value of theta. The question asks to find sin 2 theta and tan 2 theta. And to find that without finding theta, we need to sketch the triangle for it first. And remember, to sketch the triangle, we need to sketch in the exact quadrant on the Cartesian plane. So let's sketch the Cartesian plane first. And with the Cartesian plane, we need to put a stack in our sketching too. Since the tan value here is positive, there are two possible quadrants for our triangle. It could either be in the first quadrant or the third quadrant here. That's why we use this information here. We know that theta is a reflex angle. Reflex angle, if you can recall back in our very first video, reflex angle is the angle that is between 180 degree and 360 degree. So the only quadrant that fit our condition here is the third quadrant. So let's sketch our triangle in the third quadrant here. This is theta. And we know that from SOHCAHTOA, tan is opposite divided by its adjacent. So its opposite here will have value 3 and its adjacent here will have value 4. Remember what I said in the previous video, that we need to be careful with this measurement here. We know that this is a positive x, this is a negative x, this is a positive y, and this is a negative y. That means in our measurement here, we should put -4 and -3. And to complete our triangle here, we need to find the hypotenuse here. So by using Pythagoras theorem, the value for the hypotenuse is 5. And it's not -5 because hypotenuse is always positive. Right, now the triangle is complete. Let's answer the questions. We need to find the value for sin 2 theta. And we know that this 2 theta means it's double angle. So we need to use double angle formula here. In our formula, we have sin 2 theta equals to 2 sin theta cos theta. And we have 2 here. Now we need to find the value for sin theta and the value for cos theta from the triangle here. From SOHCAHTOA, we know that sin is the opposite divided by its hypotenuse. So sin theta over here is equals to -3 over 5. And cos theta is equals to its adjacent divided by its hypotenuse. So adjacent is -4 divided by its hypotenuse, that is 5. So put this in the calculator, you're going to get the answer as 24 over 25. Would you like to try? Now I'll let you try this one first, and then we'll discuss this again. I'll hold the screen for 3 seconds and I will discuss that after this. You can always pause the video to finish your calculation first before checking your answer. Are you done? Now let's check your answer. We want to find the value for tan 2 theta here. And again, we know that tan 2 theta is a double angle. And according to double angle formula, we know that tan 2 theta is equal to 2 tan theta over 1 minus tan squared theta. We already have the value for tan theta here, so we're just going to substitute everything. Even if you find it from the triangle here, you're still going to get the same answer. So tan is opposite divided by its adjacent. So tan, its opposite, that is -3, divided by its adjacent, that is -4. You will still end up with the same answer here. So 2 tan theta is 3/4 divided by 1 minus this tan squared theta is the same as tan theta squared. So substitute the value here. We need to put a bracket. So 3/4 and then square outside. So our final answer for this one is 24/7. So let's see another example by using this formula in proving questions. We've done a bit of proving when we were discussing trigo identities. And as I said in that video, to answer proving question, we need to choose the more complicated side to start our proving and then work towards the other sides. And between these two sides here, the left hand side is much more complicated than the right hand side. So I'm going to start the proving with the left hand side here. You see, our goal here is to prove this left hand side to be equal to this right hand side. To change this double angle to a single angle here, we need to use double angle formula. We know that from double angle formula, sine 2x is equal to 2 sine x cos x. And we know that for cos 2x, we have three formulas. That is, the first one is cos squared x minus sine squared x, or another one is 2 cos squared x minus 1. And the last one is 1 minus 2 sine squared x. So I can replace this sine 2x with this formula to make it single angle, just like in our goal here. And I can change this cos 2x to any of this formula here. So for this one, I'm going to choose the third one. Why do I choose the third one? Well, that comes with experience. If you do enough proving questions, you too will be able to decide which formula that you're going to use. I challenge you to use the other two formulas to do this proving. Right, so to replace this here, I'm going to get 1 minus, I'm going to substitute cos 2x with 1 minus 2 sine squared x. And sine 2x, I'm going to substitute this with 2 sine x cos x. And if I open this bracket here and simplify, I'm going to get 2 sine squared x over 2 sine x cos x. And we know these two can be cancelled, and sine squared x can be written as sine x squared. And then copy the denominator again. We're going to have sine x cos x. See, in this step, we have sine x squared and then sine x. These two can be simplified further to become just sine x and cos x in the denominator. And we know that sine x divided by cos x is equals to tan x, which this is our right hand side. Okay, so these are two examples on how to use double angle formula. I know all this seems a lot right now, but once you understand it, you'll see the beauty in it. Just try not to hate it so much. So I'll leave these two questions here for you to test your understanding. Let me give you a hint for question number 1. So to answer question number 1 without using calculator, you need to use your knowledge in double angle formula, basic angle, and special angle. So as usual, if you have any confusion, make sure to consult your lecturer as soon as possible. Right, so that's it for now. Thank you for your attention. Have a great day and take care.